Joining me in the studio now is Eric Swalwell. He is a candidate for the U.S. Congress from the newly drawn 15th Congressional District. Thanks so much for stopping by today and talking with us.
Thank you for having me, Barbara.
The campaign is going well, I take it, and you're getting to know your district. Tell us exactly what that newly drawn district includes. What is the area?
The area is California's new 15th, which is San Ramon, Dublin, Pleasanton, Livermore, Sunol, Castro Valley, Hayward, Union City, Fremont, and San Lorenzo.
Big and diverse.
Very big, very diverse, and very concerned about our future.
So what have you found out as you've gone through this district, some of the top issues in this district?
Well, I found that for our enterprising individuals, hardworking families, and concerned seniors, the issues are the same as we find across America, which is job creation and the future of our global economy.
What is it that made you decide to run for this and that you bring to the table in terms of your experience and other attributes?
It's an area I know very well. I grew up in the area playing soccer as a kid across the different ball fields, which is how I was able to go to college on a soccer scholarship, but came back home and coached soccer, and for the last 6 years I've served as a prosecutor in the courthouses across the district on behalf of victims of crime and working with many jurors throughout the trials I've had. And as a city councilman, I've been able to work on regional issues like the environment and jobs, housing, and transportation. So I feel like I've gotten to know the area very well, but also am ready to present a vision that will move us forward to create new jobs, upgrade our education system, and also compete in this global economy.
Well, we all know that the vision is one thing, but what exactly will you do to make those into reality? For example, let's talk about jobs. What are your ideas there?
We really need to focus on a Made in America tax policy. Right now, our tax code really encourages companies to go overseas, and I want to really focus our tax code and reward companies who will keep jobs here in America, and also make sure we start enforcing our trade rules against countries who are not playing by the same rules. Also, 95% of the world market is outside of the United States. So equipping and allowing our small and medium businesses to get into the export markets is very important to me. And then, of course, upgrading our education system. Right now, education and job policy is not linked together. And if we're going to compete on a 21st century global economy, we really need to have the two linked.
Doesn't this take money at a time of budget cuts? Where does the money come from for all this?
Sure. Well, the money comes from investing in jobs here. Right now, we will see that with a 10% unemployment rate across the country, if we invest in Made in America jobs, the return on that investment will see the unemployment rate go down. More folks will pay taxes. Also, I believe the jobs we could really invest in are in renewables, and so having a green energy policy, which would allow our country over a long period of time to no longer rely on foreign sources of oil, but also the competition that we'll be able to do with other countries in emerging markets like India, Brazil, China. We can export quality renewable goods, which the return on that investment will beat any dollar that we put into it.
What do you think is the main difference between you and your opponent?
I want the job, and I will show up and work every day. My opponent, Congressman Stark, has chosen for the last 25 years to not live in his congressional district, but rather to live in Maryland. And he's not living here, and he's also not working there. He has missed more votes than 80% of his colleagues over 40 years. So I'm ready to step up and lead and bring new energy and ideas. And again, right now it is so critical that we have someone who is up for the job, and I'm up for it, and I'm ready to act.
As you've been out wandering around your district and getting to know your constituents, what have you learned about yourself during this campaign?
I've really learned that hard work will always be rewarded. And if you take your case to the voters, just as I've taken many cases to many jurors, and you present the evidence to them of why change is important and why a new direction is important, and you tell them, whether it's on the phone or at their doorstep, why you want the job, they will react, and they'll give you good ideas. And if you just listen, if you use your ears in proportion to your mouth and then act, you can be very effective. And I've learned that, and I hope to take that to Congress.
Congress is a tough place these days. What do you hope to accomplish once you get there?
I really hope to end the gridlock. I believe the open primary system in California, where any member from any party can be sought after by any voter, it's really changed the game here. And so that was put into place to cool the hyper-partisanship in Congress. I really want to end the gridlock there, reach across the aisle, and work with anyone who's ready to work with me.
Okay, we're out of time, but thank you so much for stopping by and telling us about your candidacy.
Thanks, Barbara.
You have been listening to Eric Swalwell. He is a candidate for the U.S. Congress from the newly drawn 15th Congressional District.